It is inspirational when you see a guy like Manu who's won as much as he's won. 40 years old, playing that hard. If I'm Murray, if I'm some of those younger guys, I'm going through a brick wall for him.
Wizards with the loss. Let me do some calculating here. Dropped to 6th, I believe. Someone check me on that. They began the night 4th, had a chance to pull within a half game of the Cavaliers, but as of right now, they are 6th in the Eastern Conference, still waiting on a return from John Wall, and we still don't really know when that is. And similar to the Spurs situation, kind of hard to prognosticate what the Wizards are until Wall's back in the lineup.
Well, the one thing I think they're going to take away from this loss as a real positive is that they had 27 assists on 35 field goals, even against a very stingy Spurs defense. I think that's meaningful for them. Their formula works. Sharing the ball works. They're going to need to shoot the ball more efficiently, certainly, than they did, and Brad is going to need to be able to carry them. But Satoransky 0 for 8. That has not been what's been the case as they've played well in John's absence.
Right.
So, again, I think to some degree they may be nearing the point where they start to think they may be all they have as well in that locker room. It's interesting. They're going to need John to get back into the fold and get up to speed heading into the playoffs.
They've been #1 in assist percentage, #1 in assists per game since Wall left the lineup, but 14-9 on the floor. But in terms of the approach, because they've talked about it publicly, about how fun it is sharing the ball and moving the ball, and it all seems, if not intentionally, seems like there's a message there for John when he comes back. Do players take notice of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I think it's all good and fun, but they're not going to go very far without John Wall. I mean,
clearly they need him. Yeah,
I think it is great because you get the ball in the other guy's hands, see what they can do with it, gives them a little bit more comfortability down the stretch of games when they do have to use that. But if they're going to play the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round like they're matched up right now, you're going to need John Wall.
Right.
He's a one-man fast break. He changes the whole dynamic of the game. And obviously, he needs to get back, hopefully soon, to get his legs back under him, get back in the flow of things, get with his teammates. But for them to advance at all in the playoffs, they're going to need John Wall.
Yeah, when it's teamwork versus talent, generally you're going to go with the talent. Even teamwork is great, but you want the high-end talent.
Well, and the blessing for them, Otto Porter has been really good in John's absence, and he's had to do some things being more ball dominant than he's ever had to do before. They're going to benefit from that in the playoffs.
Right.
He will have gotten to a point where he is just a flat better player than he was before John's absence. So you're absolutely right. They've got to have John to go as far as they can go. But there have been some good things that have come out of this, and hopefully, to your point earlier, John integrates himself into the way they are playing.